Today I'm looking at 5 kitchen gadgets all under 15 bucks, supposedly to make your life easier. Let's see how they really work in today's video. This is the fridge fork. It's actually a condiment fork that attaches the side of a jar for easy access to things like pickles and olives. Let's take a look at the unboxing and then see how it works. This is the Chefin fridge fork. I paid $8.99 for this on Amazon. The claims are this a 3-prong fork that can be stored while attached to a jar of pickles, olives, or peppers. The included caddy prevents drips while not in use. Attaches to most jars. What are these instructions in the back? Looks like you just use a strap to go around the jar, use your fork to retrieve your pickle and store on the side. So those on Amazon who liked it, people say it's a must-have for pickle lovers who don't want to get pickle juice in their hands. Good for smaller jars too. Of those who didn't like it, some people said it wasn't good for grabbing pickles, while a couple said the band snapped. How about a couple different pickle jars and an olive jar and see what happens. First up, big Vlasic pickle jar. First thing you're supposed to do is just kind of stretch it over the lid. A few people on Amazon said theirs broke after the first use. I hope that's not the case, otherwise this is gonna be a short review. They kind of show them like doing this. Don't break. All right, made it through step 1 without breaking, so that's good. It looks so straight up and down on the picture, but on mine it's a little bit, it's kind of like a sidearm. It's kind of at an angle. That may not make a difference though. So let's open the jar. Pull my beautiful fridge fork out of here. These are definitely going to be stabbing the pickle here. Oh, I had no problem with that. I guess you could just technically eat it right off the fridge fork. All right, that worked pretty well. Let's take it off and try a different jar. It seems to come off almost easier than it goes on. There's a little bit smaller jar. Let's see how it looks on this. All right, it's a little bit looser, but I think that's probably still acceptable. I mean, the fork seems certainly adequate for stabbing a pickle. Yeah, easy. I guess it kind of looks a little bit silly, but it's also kind of functional at the same time. We got more to try though here. I've got a smaller jar here. It's gonna be kind of loose on this one. I mean, I guess you could make that work, but it's a little bit loose. So let me switch it out with the smaller one here and see how difficult that is. Hopefully not too difficult. Oh, it came off quite easily. Hopefully it goes on as easily as well. All you really have to do is stick that through there and then you're set. I'm not gonna say that was the easiest thing I ever did, but it was doable. It wasn't too bad, I guess. So now we're ready to lock and load for the small jars. Let's try this out. It's interesting. I kind of like it. All right, take the fork off, stab myself an olive. Oh, it works. All right, so that was pretty simple. Not much to it, but I think the fridge fork actually works. Now this is something that isn't gonna have a lot of use outside of pickles and olives, but it might be good for something like a spread where you have a jar of pickles, you want people to get their own out at a party or a Thanksgiving, or if you're just someone who likes to eat pickles and don't want to get pickle juice in your hands, this could fit the bill. I'm a little worried about the band. I'm not sure how it's going to hold up over time, but so far, so good. Overall, I do think that this actually works. This is the bowl hugger. It's actually a bowl-shaped pot holder that allows you to hold bowls of soup or other things without worrying about it slipping out of your hands. This one was by request, and occasionally I refer to it accidentally as food hugger because that was a different item I did a few months ago. But let's take a look at the unboxing and see how it works. All right, these are the bowl huggers. Very minimal packaging. Let's check them out. Let me just grab one of these here. What's this? Very high-tech instructions. Okay, I'll read these over. Let me just grab one. All right, I paid $10.50 for a set of 4 of these. I got these by request. The claims are that it can handle hot bowls without burning your hands. Its large size can accommodate most size bowls. Can also be used as a pot holder or a trivet. Microwave and washing machine safe. Now those on Amazon who liked it said they like how it hugs the bowls and prevents spills. No sliding around while holding. Great for enjoying a bowl of soup by the TV. Those who didn't like it, some said the red dye came out in the wash, while others said the material absorbed steam and became damp. Now what I've got here is I have a non-microwave safe bowl. This bowl is not good in the microwave, it gets really hot. So rather than making some soup in a pot and pouring it in a bowl, I'm gonna go extreme. I'm gonna pretend like I don't have a stove at all. All I have is a microwave. I'll put some soup right in here, nuke it. It's gonna be hot, and then I'll see how the food hugger does. I've got here in the microwave, I'm gonna put a little lid on this so it doesn't splatter, and we'll see how hot this gets and how hot it is when it comes out. Should be interesting. Now we wait. The bowl itself is about anywhere from 130, 140 degrees, and the food hooker is about 95 degrees. Well, coming out of the microwave is not too bad. The thermometer showed the bowl around 140, even to 150 in some places, and the food hooker is not too bad. It's not really that warm. Actually, the warmest part is not the bottom, it's actually along the side here. Over here is where it feels the warmest, not even on the bottom. The bottom is actually cooler. Interesting. I didn't experience it absorbing moisture like one of the commenters said. I'm not saying they didn't have that experience, I just haven't seen that happen. But if you're one of those people who like to stand around and eat your soup while standing up or maybe sitting on the couch, it's not bad. I mean, I've been standing here for a couple minutes now and it's not getting warm at all. So I don't think it's gonna really get warm. It's kind of a basic idea, but you know, it seems like it works. And this bowl is still hot. Even trying to take it out of here, it's very hot. Ouch. They say you can use it as a trivet. I'm not sure how you're gonna do that when it's curled like that. I mean, I guess if your pot is full of stuff, maybe. Not this way. I guess it's gonna be this way. I guess you could use it kind of as one, I don't know. What I'm gonna do now is, some people said the dye actually ran in the wash. I'm gonna put it in the wash with one white washcloth and see what happens. So here they are out of the wash. They look no worse for wear. I did put a white washcloth in there and it did seem to pick up a little bit of a pink tint to it. Not real bad. I think after one wash is probably all the dye that's gonna come out of there. It's not as bad as some people made it sound on Amazon. But if you're someone who regularly finds yourself holding a hot bowl of soup on a slippery pot holder, this might be a good solution for you. It comes in a 4-pack. This is an adjustable strainer that can clip on the side of most pots, pans, and bowls, and it can do the job of a full-size strainer with much less space. Let's unbox it and then try it out. This very non-mangled box is an adjustable strainer. A lot of vendors sell this on not only Amazon, but AliExpress as well. I think the best price I found on Amazon is $8.99 for this one. It looks like you can put it on quite a few different sizes here. The claims are that it's a space-saving strainer that fits most pots, pans, and bowls. Great for people with limited counter space or storage. Includes 2 clips and eliminates the need to transfer food into a separate strainer. On Amazon, the people who liked it said it's easy to clip, stays in place while clipped, cleans well in the dishwasher. Some people who didn't like it said your hand gets too close to the hot water when attaching it. Some people said it fell off. All right, let's start off with a small pot here. This is kind of a medium size. We just have 2 clips, and all you have to really do is clip it one on the side and try to make sure that it's kind of closing that gap, which is easy enough. I think we're ready to go. Strain this over the sink. I'm not working with a net. I have nothing down here. If it all falls out, then that's on me. But I'm gonna trust it, I think. Here we go. Is it gonna hold? I think so. Oh yeah. Hey, not bad. It actually worked. What do you know? Let's try something bigger now. We got a much larger pot here, much heavier noodles. Let's see how this goes. Just gonna snap it on the side. Just like that. Actually, there's a bit of a gap there. I wanna make sure I close that. I don't feel like I'm getting burnt from the steam here like some people said on Amazon. I don't doubt that they did, but I'm not having that problem. Let's move over to the sink and see how this goes. Again, I'm not working with a net, so if these fall out into the sink, that's on me. Here we go. I'm having to go a little slower because these noodles are wanting to fall out like that. I'm not sure if I can really adjust that. Maybe if I pull it up. Oh yeah, I can pull it up. Let's see. Oh, much better. I didn't realize you could do that. So yeah, you can just pull it up. It'll catch them more easily. Oh yeah. Oh, there goes one. I just lost one. Is it as good as a regular colander? Probably not. But did it work? I would say so. These are about as heavy a noodles as you can get, and it didn't knock us off. The clip stayed, so I think, you know, worked as advertised. I was worried that this was gonna be as bad as the Better strainer, one of the first things I ever reviewed on YouTube on a different channel many years ago. But it's better than the Better strainer because these clips actually hold it in place. So to me, it actually seems to do the job that it's supposed to do. I don't know if it's better than a full-size strainer, but if you're tight on space, this could actually fit the bill quite nicely. This looks like a regular roll of paper towels, but these are the mighty bamboo towels. Each towel supposedly has 80 uses, 3,200 uses per package. Let's take a look at the unboxing and then see how they really work. These are the Mighty Bamboo Towels. I paid $12.99 for these at a local ASEAN TV store. I've seen them on Amazon, but they're a little bit more expensive there. Let's check it out. It says naturally strong, don't fall apart. No more smelly cloths, save money and the world. The claims for these are that each roll contains 20 reusable bamboo viscose sheets, reusable up to 80 times each. The entire package can be used up to 3,200 times, fits into regular paper towel holders. Now those on Amazon who liked it, some said that it's better than paper towels and microfiber cloths, wring out easily and long lasting. Those who didn't like it, some people said they're too small, while others said they didn't last as long as expected. Just on my first impression here, it doesn't quite feel like paper towel. It kind of feels like in between a paper towel and a microfiber cloth. Very interesting. I wouldn't say the size looks too small like some people said. It looks about the average size of a paper towel. Interesting, you gotta get these frizzied ends here. That's kind of different. All right, well, let's go check them out and see what happens. All right, I'm really curious about these Mighty Bamboo Towels. Now they say you can use it with any towel dispenser. This is my favorite towel dispenser I viewed a while back. My paper towels fit on there no problem. Let's see. It does seem like the opening for the Mighty Bamboo Towels is a little bit smaller than these. Just out of curiosity, it's 1 3/4 for the regular. Looks like the opening for the Mighty Bamboo Towels is almost a ½ inch smaller. So let's see if it fits on there. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't think it's gonna go. I don't want to force it on there and break my favorite paper towel dispenser. So we're just gonna go commando without the paper towel dispenser. But if it works, that doesn't matter too much, right? I'm gonna get a regular paper towel wet and the bamboo paper towel wet and put a weight on there and see how they do. I haven't even pulled one off here yet. Let's see. Very soft. It's kind of a pleasant feeling material. Also feels much thicker than the regular paper towel. Just got both of these wet. Let me see here. The Mighty Bamboo, I keep saying Miracle Bamboo Towel. I don't know. I think there's a Miracle Bamboo cushion I did. Miracle Bamboo pillow, so I'm wanting to say Miracle Bamboo Towel, but it's Mighty Bamboo Towel. All right, so here we go. Okay, this is definitely much thicker. I've got a 2-pound weight here. Let me try it with the regular paper towel. This could be a bad thing to do. Let me see. All right, it's holding it, but it's tearing. It failed. Well, that's kind of what I expected. Let's see here what the Mighty Bamboo Towel can do. I have high hopes for it. It is much thicker, so it should be stronger. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna say that's, it's falling off, but I'm gonna say that's a win for the Mighty Bamboo Towel. So Mighty Bamboo Towel versus paper towel. Round 1 goes to the Mighty Bamboo Towel. Let's try a little absorption test here. I've got a ½ cup of water in these 2 wine glasses. I've got a fresh bamboo towel here and another regular paper towel right here. Let's see if they can absorb about the same amount or not. Just gonna kind of stick them in here. Just gonna stick that in there. Stick that in there. Let's see. I can already tell the bamboo towel's doing better. Look at this. Okay. This one's just kind of floating in water. Quite a bit of water left in that one. That's not very impressive. And let's see if this does it. Oh, look at this. Oh, much better. It didn't get all of it, but it did get more. So I would say even though they're the same size so far, the Miracle Bamboo Towel has held more weight and absorbed more liquid. Let's keep going with this. All right, next up, let me try a spill test with something that's gonna show up on camera. So something nice and dark like this slate milk that I've also recently tested out that Mark Cuban did not like, by the way. I actually think it's pretty good. I'm not gonna waste too much of it, but just enough to see how these paper towels work. How about a Pink Floyd shot glass full of slate milk? It's about 3/4 of the way up, right on the counter. First up, regular paper towel. Oh, it's gonna struggle with this, I can already tell. It's gonna do it. Well, maybe not. Oh no, it didn't even do all of it. I kind of feel like I'm doing a commercial for paper towel. I'm not doing a commercial, I'm not sponsored. But this is the kind of stuff you'd see on the old school paper towel commercials. Not impressive. I'm gonna use one of my wet ones to get rid of the rest of this. This is not part of the bamboo test though. We're gonna do the same amount. Well, that's actually a very beautiful spill. It's kind of the art to doing the right looking spill. That's a good looking spill right there, if I must say so myself. Let's take a Mighty Bamboo Towel and see how it does. Can it get the entire spill? Oh, much better. All right, not 100% close. I want to say it's like 90%. It's pretty close though. Oh, if I could just get one more. Oh, I'm close. I think I may have done it. Well, you know what? I actually did it. It was very close. It almost didn't do it, but it did it. All right, just put this one in some warm soapy water. I'm gonna wipe the counters down, wipe the fridge down, and then we'll throw them in the wash and see how they do. So I'm gonna throw these in the washing machine. You're supposed to do these on a delicate setting, no more than 86 degrees Fahrenheit, so I guess probably in cold water. Delicate cycle, no bleach. Let's see how they do. I think so far as just scrubbing the counters and the cabinets goes, it went really well. They feel very durable. Kind of felt more like a rag than a paper towel, but we'll see how it goes. I'm really curious about that one. We'll see how that goes. Well, we'll check back in a little bit and see how these do. All right, the mighty bamboo towels are out of the wash. Let's check them out and see how they turned out. All right, so here's 3 of them that I washed just once. I actually laid them flat and flattened them with my hands so they wouldn't wrinkle too much. And no stains, everything came out. Looks pretty good as far as that goes. Now you're not supposed to dry them. I wanted to see what happened when I dried one anyway. So here's one that was been dried. You can see it kind of looks a little bit more worn out than the ones that weren't dried. So I definitely guess drying is not going to be good for it long term. And this one I actually ran through several wash cycles, sometimes with other things like towels. I didn't dry it at all, so it just ran through, I think, 5 cycles. You can see it's kind of worse for wear. The edge is a little bit frayed. I do think if you take care of them, they'll last, but I don't know about 80 cycles. That seems like after 5, it's already looking kind of rough. So I'm not sure how well these are gonna hold up over time if they're gonna get 80 uses, but they do seem to be superior to regular paper towels, so I actually kind of like them. This is the Flip It bottle emptying kit. It's kind of an interesting gadget that allows you to get the last drop out of every bottle. Let's take a look at the unboxing and then get started. This is the Flip It bottle emptying kit. I got a 2-pack of these for $13.99. Each pack contains 1 dispensing stand and 3 adapters. The claims are that it saves time and money by easily getting the last drop out of the bottles. Good for pump dispensers, condiments, lotions, gels, and syrups. Fits most bottle threads. So we've got some instructions here. Let's see what these are actually. So here's a stand, here's the 3 adapters for the 3 different sizes. Those on Amazon who liked it said no longer having to struggle with pump bottles that start to get low, and they say it works as advertised. Those who didn't like it, most of the cons I saw stated that it leaked. It says hard to clean and doesn't work on non-squeezable bottles. So apparently once you put this on the end of your bottle, you pull this out and it becomes a squeeze bottle. We shall see. So they include a stand and 3 adapters here. Now you can use a stand for things like half-gallon bottles, honey, mustard, barbecue sauce. The large adapter are good for things like liquid gel detergent, ketchup, chocolate syrup. The medium adapter they say are good for things like pancake syrup, hair gel, lotion, sunscreen. And the small adapter is good for things like liquid car wax, leather conditioner, hand sanitizer, and more. So what you're supposed to do is, first of all, find the appropriate size between 1 through 4. Then apply one of these included gaskets, which are reusable and washable, so you don't have to keep replacing them. So let me start off with something that's going to fit just in the stand itself. I think this honey here will probably fit in the actual adapter. We're supposed to first put in a gasket. Insert the gasket. Gasket is inserted. And screw it on tight, I guess. And then what we're supposed to do is just, you can kind of pull this out like a regular squeeze bottle. So let me just pull this out and see how it dispenses. Okay, well the honey is dispensing nicely, that's good. Close it up. Now will it leak? Let's see. Put it right here on the table and let this sit for a minute. That's a pretty easy process, and for something like honey that's kind of slow to get out of there, it might be kind of handy actually. While I'm letting this sit over here, fortunately I have another one I can test out. Now something like this particular ketchup bottle is already kind of designed to sit upside down, so I don't know if you really need it for this particular type of ketchup. Other ketchup bottles are different, but I'll try this anyways. Let's pretend like this isn't one that sits like that. Oh, it's weird because you have this giant cap on it, but you actually have a pretty small threading when you open it up. So let me see which one's gonna fit here. It's like the medium is gonna fit the ketchup bottle. According to the instructions on step 3, I have to put the gasket in between the adapter and the bottle itself. Including the adapter here. Adapter is inserted. All right, so I've got the adapter on. Now I'm gonna put it on the stand itself. Make it pretty tight here. Oh, the ketchup just plopped straight down. Let's see if we can dispense some ketchup using the Flip It. All right, well, it works pretty well. It does not appear to be leaking on either one of these. Well, so, I mean, it's a pretty simple device. There's not much really to it, but let me rinse these out, see how they rinse out, and try it for some non-food items just to see if it's good for those as well. All right, we definitely got some honey in there. We'll see how that cleans up, especially the gasket. I'm gonna go rinse these off, see how they look, and then try 2 more things. All right, these washed up pretty nicely. I was worried about the gaskets, but they were actually no problem to clean whatsoever. Actually, the honey was probably the most difficult to get out. I had to kind of get in there with a rag. But they cleaned up easily, and I think we're ready to go for the next test. I've got a couple of non-kitchen items here. I've got some sanitizer, which is in a pump bottle, almost completely empty, which you can't get anything out of there. Same with this lotion bottle. Let's try these and see how they work. This lotion is almost completely empty, so there's hardly anything in there. Sanitizer, as you can see, it's all the way down to there. A lot of times you have to waste some of the bottom because the pump doesn't get that far down. This supposedly remedies that problem. Let's see if it actually works for these. First up, take the stands. Next up, find the right size. This sanitizer bottle is pretty small. I'm getting it's a small, let's see. Oh yeah, the small works good there. So put the small gasket in there. Tighten it. Step 4 says you have to put the XL gasket in no matter what size you use. So let's try that. So screw that on there and see what happens. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit while it kind of meanders down there and try the next one. This lotion bottle is pretty small too. Is that also a small? Let me see. Oh no, it's not gonna be a small, it must be a medium. We're gonna be medium on this one. All right, medium for that one. Medium gasket. Now the XL gasket. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit as well. I'll let the sanitizer and the lotion kind of fall to the bottom for a minute and then see how they dispense. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. I should say neither one of these have leaked, so that's a good thing. Here's a sanitizer. There was barely any in there, but there was enough to make this worth it. Let me see here. Open up the Flip It. And, oh yeah. No leakage after closing it. By the way, this part does come off in the wash. I should point that out. I did pull it. You pull it off and wash that out. You don't want to go from lotion to food without washing that thoroughly. Let's try the lotion now. There we go. Sweet. Well, as best I can tell, the Flip It works quite well. I didn't have any real leakage. It was pretty easy to clean. The gaskets are reusable. Other than the fact that you can't use this for glass bottles, it passed every test I threw at it, so I think the Flip It actually works. Well, that's it. I think some of these work better than others, but they all work pretty well. If you've used any of these, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.